If you noticed, I have a baby gate up around from the door entrance, and that's because my grandson comes over and my daughter, and they were planting earlier. So I use this baby gate as to keep him in, and we give him water to play in, and he's happy. He's 19 months old. So that's an idea for you young moms. Just throw a baby gate up, give them a shovel, and they'll start, you know, teach them young to start. So today we're going to start with my herbs. Now it is, you know, too early to start the tomatoes right now and the peppers. So I'm able to start my herbs here. And inside the greenhouse today here, it was 85 degrees. But if the temperature gets down below 50 at night, I can take them inside and then bring them back out tomorrow. But right now I am going to be planting peppermint. I have parsley, dill, rosemary, cumin, thyme, oregano, and I will start some cabbage, which is not an herb, and sage and cilantro. So I can start these early because if I have to, I also have a little greenhouse in my basement, and with lights and stuff, I could take them down there also. So I'll just show you quickly how I do mine. I went to our local nursery and I found these cell plants, which are a little bit bigger. I like using those to start my seeds in, and then I usually put about 4 seeds in each one of these, and then I can thin it out or then transplant them. So they come like this. They're just a lot nicer. They hold more dirt than the little seed trays. So I want to make sure that the soil is good and wet and there's no dry spot halfway in between the cells here. Because I'm still going to water them though from the bottom. I always bottom water. So it's just a tad damp. Then I fill these about 3/4 of the way, and I don't pack it in, just very finely spread it even here. Okay. So we're going to take the thyme here. Let's see. Whoops. Let me get that here. Since I use a lot of thyme, I will plant probably 2 trays here, or 2 of these cells here. And I will put a couple in, 4 in each cell. Whoops, lost that one. And 1. I said I use a lot of thyme in my spaghetti, and I also use it in my seasoning mix I make for my sausage and my pork. Well, I got a little bit too many, but that's okay. And then I take the dirt and just lightly, about, it says 1/4 of an inch. I don't pack it down. Just very light. And I'm glad I found these bigger seed cells. I just didn't like the other ones. They were just a little bit too little. And this is seed starting. Now usually I can make my own potting soil. But for $21, well, this is seed starting here, but for $21 for this big bag, it was nice. It's really nice. I really like what it has in it. And this is what they use at the nursery for all their plants. Then I have these tags, and I will reuse these tags. Just mark them off. I got like 1,000 of these little tags at, I think it was some thrift store for $1. And they're plastic. So I'm going to just write the date on here. And so this is thyme. Just put it right here. I said I don't pack it in tight. And I just put them in here. Now I will plant 8 cabbage plants. So we'll just fill these up. And whoop, got a little bit too much. But I just fill them up, tap them down a little bit, make sure there's no air pocket, even out the soil here. Alright, then my seeds. Now I do plant 2 seeds in each of these, so hopefully one comes up and then I will take the best plant and keep it. Okay. And then I just go back lightly, a little bit of topsoil here, just slightly pack, don't pack it, but just lightly enough to make the seed come in contact. This stuff I've been doing for 42 years. Just like. Then I place them in here. So this has no holes in it. Next year I'm going to invest in some better ones. So this way we'll line these up here. I plant cabbage twice a year, one in the spring, whoops, and one in the fall. And we make sauerkraut. Let me see what else we got. Because I like to make kraut dogs. Then we'll have our sauerkraut for the first of the year. And I even feed it to my chickens, especially in the winter time. Add a little dirt. My carrots will be the one that I would really like to show you guys. I have a really, I think, neat technique on planting my carrots. Then I will transfer them over here. Of course, you have to put the little tags in, tell them what it is. Then I put the date on the back so I know when I started the seeds. So the next thing we're going to do, I water from the bottom up. I'm going to pour some water in here. This water came from my well. So don't use, if you have well water in your house and you have a softener, don't use the water from the softener. Eventually the water will kill your seedlings off. Let's go like this. I fill it about halfway up and then let it soak for the day, and then I will drain this water. After I get this, these all planted and put in the water, then the next thing I do, so you get them that fungus, that spores, that they get into your soil and they'll kill your plants. And cinnamon is a good antifungal. So we're going to sprinkle cinnamon on top of this. So we just, it works really well. What I do, I have these, now this says garlic, it's not garlic powder, but I keep these bottles. So, and I buy some really cheap cinnamon and I just sprinkle it on the soil. Let me see. You don't need a whole lot, and it does not affect your seeds. This is something I've been doing for over 20 years. And it keeps that fungus off your plants, or off your soil. That way you don't get that fungus disease. And then I'll show you what I do with to prevent them gnats. There's a way to keep them gnats off your plants too. And it makes your plant smell good. It keeps the bugs away. Very rare do I ever have to go back and do another coating on these. And then the next thing that you have to deal with is them fungus gnats. So there's a fantastic way to get rid of them. Usually I use DE on it, but I don't have any right now. But this 7 Dust also works great. Your fungus gnats, they live in your soil, the eggs, and they'll live up to 7 days. And then they'll produce again. Then you'll have this mass of gnats. They'll kill your plants eventually. So just sprinkle some of this on. And what will happen when they hatch, they feed on your soil, and this will kill them. Sprinkle a little bit. And this is okay to sprinkle if your plants come up. It's okay to sprinkle on your plants. It's not going to hurt it. But I had great success. I'm going to have to open up another one here. Yep. And another way to keep the fungus gnats away is always water from the bottom. Because the fungus gnats, from what I have observed over the years, I've been gardening for over 42 years, so what I have observed that they will lay pretty close to the top surface. But they need the wetness to survive. So always water from the bottom. So I'm finished for today. The only thing I need right now, because everything else is a little bit too early to start from seeds for me, for what I eat. And so I have my cabbage here. I have cumin, thyme, rosemary, dill, oregano, sage, peppermint, parsley, cabbage. I already said cabbage, and cilantro. Those are my main ones because the herbs I can keep in the greenhouse here. Now usually I would put a dome over top of these, but right now it's 85 degrees in here and we don't want to cook our seeds. But right now, if it gets down below 50, if I see it's going to go below 50, I will take these plants inside the house and then bring them back out. I think that's it, and my next video that I will be doing, so hit that notification bell, because chickens. Now I have chickens, and the several reasons why I have chickens is because they are part of my garden also. So I will take the manure like last fall, and I have it sitting out back, so that will be ready to use later on, about halfway through the summer, and I use it to help fertilize my soil. The other thing about keeping the chicken coop clean for the chickens, and and I can get eggs. So my next video will be why I have chickens and why it is also part of my garden. Alright guys, take care and have a nice day.